Why are you all looking at me? Yes. I can't go into my first erotic experience. I can't expand on that. I mean, I remember it as being a very tender, wonderful moment. I just wished at the time, remember thinking clearly, I wish I had some company. I'd walk 1,000,000 miles for one of your smiles. Mammy.
He's a giant. I mean, he's one off. He did things that I think that even now you hear the irreverence that you see here sometimes maybe on radio and on an occasional television special with our young comedians. He was doing that and more 30 years ago, 40 years ago. So how far ahead of his time was he?
An Adelaide woman says, the money spent on Graham would be better spent elsewhere. Oh.
Where?
That's debatable. I don't think you watch our credits. If you watched our credits, you'd see this come up from time to time. Much of the money I receive for doing this goes to the Life Education Program to help young Australians lead a better and longer drug-free life. Would you like to see Australian youths live a miserable short life in the gutter with syringes? You slack-assed Adelaide tart.
The tears would come down, which is a family trait, by the way. When we have a belly laugh, the old tears tend to come down. And Graham, in the first few weeks, even in rehearsals, noticed this, and he used it as a hook. And he used it right throughout that year.
I love it when he cries. That's Sam Sutcliffe. We wanted you to meet him. It's just a thrill. Yes, that is a nicely framed picture. Spot Graham Kennedy.
And that was just an ad-lib moment. But he had a great way of making everything look pretty natural.
Yes, delicious Campbell's tomato soup with just a hint of cardboard. Now.
That looks disgraceful.
This is not all that new. I think I've seen this. This is a Breville something, a massager, which is not all that new, but I just wanted to play with one, and I think it's terrific. Just think, for the first time, Ken, yes. A portable massage parlour, and when you're finished, you don't have to pay the $100 for one with a lot. You simply do that. I think it's fantastic.
Not as cheap as...
Oh, goodness. Oh, it's fallen into my lap. Oh, good night.
Ironically enough, Ken was staying with me in the United States at the time that he got the call. He was covering a big sports story in America. And he got this call saying, Graham Kennedy's going to start a late-night news program and he needs a straight man, and he's picked you for the job. And Ken, of course, having grown up in Sydney, wasn't really aware, as I was, of the Graham Kennedy history. And I said, Ken, you've got to go for this because this guy is huge, and for him to come out of retirement to do a late-night news program is going to rock the socks off everybody. And I cautioned Ken, the only thing you have to watch out for, mate, is make sure you don't end up his punching bag. Guess who ended up his punching bag?
John, you haven't really been initiated into Coast to Coast until you've sung the Chum song. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5.
Being the chum, she's beautiful. That's why I be one. Always happy, happy here, happy there, everywhere. So he's going to get it wrong. That's wonderful. I am one. That's just and everybody then be knowing that you're the chum. Oh, beautiful.
Noah went to the top of the mountain and said in a loud voice, Lord. Lord? Lord! Noah went to... No, not now. Noah went to the top of the mountain. Noah, from the biblical Noah, from the Old Testament, went to the top of the mountain, and he said in a loud voice, Lord, there's a flood coming. Should I build an ark? And do you know what? Noah didn't do live television for a long time.
The Greek word for an envelope is phakilo. And such is Graham's comedic mind, rather than do the obvious gag and ask me one night over the desk, John, what's the Greek word for envelope? He started working on a routine, and the routine was in an office. And what if I need to borrow a pencil, which became his famous Molivi?
Look at my Molivi.
I think it's good.
It's not dirty.
Why do they look?
Because, right, I have picked up my Molivi. So I've written with the Molivi on the hati. Now pass me an envelope.
Fakilo.
All right, I'll get it myself.